By the way, guys, I completely forgot to mention that a member of my community over on Twitch sent me this on Discord. His name is Frontier Star. Let me get this so you guys can see. His name is Frontier Star, and he sent me this message saying, "Hey Zach, I know you got hit by a follow bot. Today in Spicier Crowd 9's chat, Shirky, I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, posted a link that is supposed to help you get rid of the extra bot followers. Bowtie Daniels mentioned that the publisher is a trusted source, as did Shirky. Shirky was currently using it, figured I'd send you the link to check it out, hope it helps, and sent me the link to the follow bot remover on Commander Root's personal dev website. So, but like the next day, I saw a lot of people that I follow in the community on Twitter also retweeting and liking the tweet from Commander Root, as well as seeing the tweet from Commander Root himself that this tool was now out. So it does seem that this tool is getting out there, although I'm not sure if everyone knows how to use it just quite yet. So that's why I wanted to make this video. And A, raise awareness for its existence, but B, if you already knew it existed but you didn't know how to use it, hopefully this helps you. My name is Zack Koblenz, aka Zack_Co, if you know me from twitch.tv, or Zacko, Coco, whatever you want to call me. It's perfectly fine with me. I don't really care too awful much. However, if you found this video, it's probably because you or someone you know has been unfortunately follow-botted on Twitch. And this video is to not only tell you how to get rid of those fake follows as easy and simply as possible, as well as safely as possible, but also to hopefully give you a little bit of insight into how to go about reacting to a follow bot if it does come your way, if you have not yet been follow botted. On Twitch, there's something going around right now where there's either someone or multiple people that are going around to Minecraft streamers and Siege streamers. That's my personal experience of what I know, because those are the communities that I'm involved in. However, as far as I'm aware, it's happening all over Twitch, where tons and tons and tons of Twitch users, Twitch streamers are being follow botted by one or more people, and these people are getting follow botted for anywhere from 100 to 20,000, if not more, fake follow accounts. Now, as a Twitch streamer, obviously your follow count is pretty important to you. You know, having a huge follow count or a small follow count, whatever it is, for a Twitch streamer, it's just nice to know how many people are actively engaging with your content, like your content, and may potentially stop in for a future stream. And so to have an accurate number is very, very, very nice. So when a Twitch follow bot comes through, it makes it very hard to accurately gauge how you're doing as a streamer. The only ways that you have to gauge your stream after that point is your average viewers per stream, which ultimately is the best way to tell how you're doing as a streamer, but having an accurate follow count is still nice. So today I'm going to show you guys how to go about correcting your follow count if you have been follow botted, as well as giving a little bit of insight on what you can potentially do to make sure that if this does happen to you, that it's not as big of a deal as it might first come across. Okay, so here we are. You can see here that I'm on my Twitch dashboard, as well as on a website by Commander Root. Commander Root is someone over on Twitch who creates Twitch tools, and this is a brand new tool that they made recently, which is a follower remover. A link to this will be in the description down below. Okay, so how to remove your fake followers as simply and easily as possible, while still staying safe from not removing real followers. First thing you're going to want to do is go to the Commander Root website, link is in the description of course. Then you're going to want to go over to your channel dashboard. You're going to want to locate the date of the follows. So the easiest way to do this is go to the start date and end date within the month that you know that it happened. Then you're going to want to find the extreme bar here. For me, what you're going to do is you're going to click on new followers. You're going to see here that there were 6,000 new followers on this date. Now, considering that my accurate follow count is somewhere around 1,600, obviously that's a bit obscene and a bit out of the ordinary. So we're going to click that one. This is going to bring us to the stream summary for that day. We're going to go down to our graph chart here. We're going to click average viewers. We're going to go to new followers. This will bring up this data here. And what you can do is you can hover over these bars to see the duration of the non-normal follow count. So for me, it started at 8:40 p.m. and it ended at 8:50 p.m. I'm gonna subtract 5 minutes from the beginning of this and add 5 minutes to the end of this just to be absolutely safe. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the Commander Root tool, followed at between. At the beginning, we're gonna click on the 20th of February, the 20th of February at the end. Now for timing, we know that 8 o'clock is 20 o'clock in military time. And so we wanna choose here, we see 20. Now I'm really gonna dial this in because I don't wanna accidentally get rid of any real followers. Now, it is possible that you might get rid of a couple real followers if someone or multiple people followed you during the duration of the follow bot, and that is one thing that is unfortunate. The hope is that if someone did follow you during that duration, that they will find your channel again and refollow you if they really do enjoy your content and want to be a part of it. However, that is just part of the drawback to get your real follow count back. Now, luckily, you're not going to get rid of any real followers from after the time that the follow bot happened or before the follow bot happened if you follow these steps. So if anything, you might lose 1 or 2 real followers, but mostly you're only going to be getting rid of, say, 6,000 fake followers. So in my opinion, it is worth it, but you make that decision for yourself. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and type in our actual data here. We know that it happened between 2035 and 2055. So we just want to make sure that this time is absolutely right. Again, make sure that this time is 100% correct for you, so that way you don't remove any real followers. Now for account created at between, I found for me, you can kind of dial this in. Depending on the follow bot that happens to you, all of the accounts could have been created within the month that it happened. So for me, for example, I could try and dial it in between the beginning of February and the time that it happened. Now, I found that only about 2,000 of the accounts were actually made between the beginning of the year and the date that it happened, and I obviously know that it's 6,000 fake followers. So in order to try and get rid of the real amount of followers, I just kept going back a couple months, hitting filter, then hitting remove all followers listed below. What it will happen is you can remove the followers and block them from refollowing, or just remove followers. For me personally, unless you keep getting re-hit, I would say at least for the first time, just remove the followers, so that way it is possible for them to re-follow you if you accidentally unfollow some legitimate people. But if it keeps happening, you can permanently block them from re-following you. And that's obviously nice, because then if someone tries to follow bot you, they cannot re-follow you with the same fake accounts. So, account created between, say, October, gonna hit filter, gonna hit remove all followers. A pop-up will pop up. Now, the thing is that because I've already done this, I can't exactly show you the pop-up myself, but it'll tell you exactly how many users it's gonna unfollow, and it asks you if you're sure. So, what I would suggest is see if the number lines up with the amount of new followers that you have that you're trying to unfollow, and if it doesn't, then keep dialing back the account created until it reaches the proper amount. For me, I just went back to January of 2019, and that's when I got the right amount, a little over 5,000 fake accounts, round about the 6,000. Now, for me too, one thing that was really nice is by the time I did this, hundreds of these accounts had already been banned off Twitch, so my follower count had dropped back down to under 7,000. So do the math with your current new follower account if any of them have been banned, and what I would suggest is try to make sure that the number is somewhere near what your new follower number for that follow bot attack was. Then do the math on your current followers and see if you can reach round about what you should have. Now, the easiest way to find out what you should have is obviously go to your next stream, 25 new followers this day, 13 new followers this day. So that was, you know, I did 2 streams after I did the got follow botted, right? So I'm gonna add 25 and 13, and if I add up these fake followers, I know that I also got some legitimate followers on this day, and so what I can do is find out, okay, I have X amount of fake followers this day, X amount of real followers, real followers, real followers, add all the real followers to whatever my follow count was before the fake followers came in, round about what you know it was, and then do the math. Make sure and you should be good. Now, if it's been so long since the follow bot happened that you are not able to, you don't feel like you can accurately do that math, or you don't want to manually go through and try and figure out exactly what that math is, I'm going to be honest that as long as you do the account created between this date and this date, and the number looks pretty right, you should be good. Obviously use your own discretion for this, but in my personal scenario, it worked perfectly. So I just went ahead and hit filter, made sure the follow at between was correct, chose at the beginning of 2019 to 2020 for when the bots were created, hit filter, and boom, a list of a bunch of usernames that look like L111512, names that would be created by bots, show up. I hit remove all followers listed below. The pop-up comes up, says it's going to remove 5,000 some odd accounts. I did the math. That would put me back down to, let's go back to my Twitch channel real quick, which would bring my followers to about 1,590. And then after doing the math, I was at about 1,560 before the follow bot came through. I look at, okay, after the follow bot, I got 25 new followers and 13 new followers, which is 39 new followers. 39 plus 60, that's about 1,590 something followers, right? I look here, that math seems to add up pretty well. Okay, so since that math adds up, I'm gonna hit OK, remove the followers, and then this tool takes some time to remove the followers from your account, and that's because it has to basically go through and block all the accounts from your account, which on Twitch's end, they have a rate limit, which basically means that the accounts cannot be removed in an instant, every single one, so it has to go through over time to do it. So I would recommend leaving this tab open. For me, it took about 15 minutes to remove 6,500 followers, or 6,000 followers-ish. So just leave the tab open. It'll do what it needs to do. You can go away, go do whatever you need to do for like 15, 20 minutes, watch a YouTube video, do something like that, and you should be good when you come back. All the accounts should be removed. And then all you have to do is reload your Twitch page, and your follow count should be way more accurate now, which is nice. And again, you shouldn't be at risk of removing too many real accounts. You may remove a couple depending on the size of streamer that you are and how many new followers you get every, hour or so, or less than an hour. But just make sure that you dial this in so that the only accounts that you're removing are accounts that have followed you within that time period that is listed on your stream summary, and you should be good. Now, if this has happened to you multiple times, again, you're just going to want to check multiple dates and multiple times and just make sure that you get rid of them for each of those individual times. This is obviously a lot easier than manually blocking 6,000 accounts, and the drawback, obviously, being that you might accidentally block a couple real people, but ultimately, it's no big deal. And again, you can make it to where they can refollow by just removing the followers and not blocking them from refollowing. So if you do accidentally get rid of any real followers and they do enjoy your content, hopefully they can find you again and legitimately refollow you. Alright, and then for those of you that would also like to prevent anything bad happening in the future, that are not aware of follow bots or what's happening with follow bots, and you just want to hopefully prevent it from being a big deal on your stream, what you can do, if you have a Stream Deck, it's super simple. I highly recommend a Stream Deck if you guys don't have one. I have an affiliate link to the Amazon listing below. They're about 150 bucks, but if you're trying to be a professional streamer, believe me when I say that they are beyond worth the $150 for the use that you will get out of these. You can create an infinite amount of buttons. You can get the mini one, you can get the medium-sized one, you can get the big one, but there are so many options for this, between changing scenes, turning sources on and off, and even doing things like, specifically, what I recommend doing, creating a pause alerts button is absolutely amazing for this scenario. So I recommend that you get a button for pausing your alerts. This is going to pause all Streamlabs alerts, but this is basically going to give you time to do whatever you need to do in order to prevent this from causing a huge deal on your stream. So if you didn't realize, getting thousands and thousands of follows within like 30 minutes is like a really good way to crash your stream or annoy the crap out of your viewers, because you're just going to keep getting that follow alert over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that's just going to keep happening and keep happening. So I highly recommend you pause your alerts here, or have a button that's ready to pause your alerts, and then that will just stop any new follow alerts from coming through during the duration of the follow bot. And I would recommend just keeping that off while you can. If you use some kind of a chat bot like Streamlabs chatbot, I highly recommend that you go in here, you go to your notifications, and you turn off the follow notify chat button like that. That's something that's going to be incredibly useful for you to do during the duration of this happening. And then if you also have something like CappaGen, which is something that I have on my stream, which is basically something that whenever I type in emote in my chat, like Zacko Wave, they pop up on the screen there. So, okay, so for me specifically, I have my CappaGen set up so that it will put anything on screen for follows, subscribers, tips, cheers, hosts, raids, purchases, anything like that. Now, you can just turn off the followers for this, or you might want to set up a Stream Deck button that turns off that source, which is as simple as going to your OBS or Streamlabs OBS, hitting a source button. For me, I use one called Green Scene, and the source would be CappaGen. So we'll just find the CappaGen here, right there, there we go. And now, if I hit the button on my Stream Deck, it will stop the CappaGen from activating during the duration. So I can either turn off the source completely, or you can nip it in the bud by getting rid of the follower notification on Stream Elements or Streamlabs. However you have your wherever you have your CappaGen set up from, you can get rid of the follow alert, emote explosion, whatever you want to do. I'll include a clip of what was happening during my stream whenever the follow bot came through. Okay. Twitch bot squad. I appreciate the follow. Welcome to the Zack pack. Here on out, these torches represent Michael Phelps Pigman. We can leave a sign for him. Leave a sign for him. I don't think there were, no. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. That's alright. They're all over the place today, baby. Now for me, I was lucky enough that I was able to turn off my Streamlabs alerts in time to prevent any extra issues, and I was able to turn off my chatbot notifications. So my on-stream alerts and my chatbot notifications were both off so that my chat wasn't getting flooded, and my stream screen wasn't being flooded with Twitch follow alerts and sound effects. However, the one thing that I didn't catch immediately was that the CappaGen follow emote explosion was just going off the whole time. So my entire screen below my webcam was flooded with my emotes. Now, I did catch that after about 5 minutes, and I was able to turn that off just by simply turning off the source in my OBS, but I was not prepared for that specifically. So make sure if you do have something like that, that you're prepared for that, to turn that source off, or just not have a follow notification for the emote explosion. But you might also want to, if you do have a Stream Deck and you turn off the alerts, then you come in here and you just turn off the follow notifications, or go to your follows here and turn off these follow alerts right here. Disabled. You can do this in Stream Elements, Streamlabs, however you do it, but during the duration of it, you can disable it. I know a lot of people have been permanently disabling their follow alerts because they don't want to get hit by this again, and they don't want to get hit multiple times. For me personally, I'm keeping it on. Stick it to the man. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, if they do decide to hit me, I'm prepared. I'm ready to turn off my follow alerts. I'm ready to pause the alerts. I'm ready to turn off the source. I'm ready to do whatever it is that I need to do to make sure that it doesn't affect my stream. And then that goes into what you should do if you get hit by this, is do not freak out. Make sure you're prepared for it. If you're prepared for it and you turn off all of your alerts, you should be fine. Those fake follows are going to flood your follows, but you should be fine. Ultimately, you can just refer back to this tutorial on how to get rid of those fake followers, and you'll be alright. Keeping these follow alerts off permanently, in my opinion, really kind of sucks, because, you know, for me personally, I like to welcome new people into the stream. When someone decides to talk in my chat for a while and then throw me a follow because they want to be notified whenever I go live next, I really appreciate that, and I love knowing that that person decided that they want to be a part of my stream and a part of my community. So for me personally, I like to keep these on. I really want my follow alerts to be on, so I'm not gonna disable them permanently. You can if you want to, if that's what you want to do, but if you're like me and you like having your follow alerts on, don't be afraid to keep them on. Just make sure that you're prepared to turn off anything that has any type of follower alert notification, like your chatbot, your Streamlabs alerts on your Stream Deck, and the Capagen follow alert emote explosion. So if you have anything else that interacts with follows, make sure that you're somehow able to turn those off in the moment if something like a follow bot does occur, and you should be good. Just don't overreact to it, just continue your stream as normal, and you should be perfectly fine. That being said, I hope that this helped anyone who has been follow botted. I know for a lot of people that this has been a major annoyance over the past couple months. For some people now have been follow botted before in the past year. I've had a couple people, since I said I was making a video on this, message me and ask me how to get rid of fake followers from a year ago or even more, where they were follow botted but never knew how to get rid of the followers, and so they've got like a couple hundred fake followers and they just want to get rid of them. Some people with tens of thousands of fake followers that they want to get rid of but don't understand or know how to get rid of them, and or are too afraid to get rid of them because they don't want to use the command or root tool and accidentally get rid of all of their real followers. If you guys liked this video, I'm going to do the YouTube thing. A like would be much appreciated on the video. Also, if you would share it with anyone who might have been affected by a follow bot in the past, recently, anything like that, so that we can hopefully make it to where everyone is able to have a more accurate follow count, or be able to get rid of the fake followers, because that's something that a lot of us want to do, then obviously share this with those people. Also, I highly recommend sharing this information, specifically about getting rid of the alerts and things like that during the duration of the follow bot, with anyone that you might know that is a streamer, small, large, anything like that. If you're a part of a community, share this video with your streamers that you know, so that way they can hopefully get rid of any potential malicious negative side effects to being follow botted, including the fake followers, the alerts, everything. I hope that this video was insightful, I hope that it was helpful, and I hope that it was straight to the point, easy to understand, all that good stuff. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video and or learned something. In any case, guys, I gotta go stream. So follow me on twitch.tv/Zack_co. Link is in the description, and I will see you guys there. It's gonna sound stupid, because it is stupid. But like, I dropped out of college basically to be a YouTuber. Like, to be a content creator. Like I dropped out of college to make it do or die. Like, I literally was like, I'm gonna drop out of school and I'm gonna make this the only thing. It's like fight or flight at this point. It's like, I have to do it, and I have to do it right, and I have to do it to the fullest extent, because if I don't have a backup anymore.